We're going to talk about the pros and cons of 10 different countertop materials. Which one is right for you and your design? The first one we'll talk about is quartzite. Quartzite is a natural stone. So just to understand what a natural stone is, it comes from the mountain. No two are alike. And that is the beauty of a natural countertop, is that they are unique. The price on natural stones are generally a little bit higher too, or can be a lot higher than a man-made material. They are more heat resistant, but because they are natural stones, they are more porous, meaning that they let things like acid, like from a lemon, or water, things like that, seep into it over time if you leave them on the counter for long periods of time. So to avoid things like etching from a lemon on a marble countertop, you seal them. So quartzite, granite, marble, all of those things you're going to seal. And even concrete countertops you'll seal as well to keep the water from or other liquids from seeping in and staining it. So even though they are heat resistant because of that sealant, you don't want to put hot things on your countertops. Generally, as a rule of thumb, don't put any hot items on your countertops because they're either probably sealed or they are man-made materials and have glues and resins that can melt if you put your hot items on there, or have burn marks, things like that. Quartzite is heat resistant, but because it's sealed, you don't want to put hot things on it. Quartzite has a really long lifespan, but it generally can chip more than, say, a man-made material because of the glues and the resins that are going to hold it together and make it so it doesn't want to chip, whereas a natural material is probably going to chip a little bit easier. It's gorgeous, and that quartzite is probably what they're putting in 90% of the higher end homes right now. Close comparison to quartzite is quartz. Quartz is the man-made version of quartzite. The low end is probably half the price, or just above half the price of quartzite. So if you're looking for that same look, but don't want to pay the price of quartzite, it's a great option. It's very hard, resists chips. It has a lot of the veining and things like that that they figured out how to put into it. It's really, really beautiful. So go look up options of those. Granite is one that I feel like is going a little bit out right now, but has a lot of really great properties. And I think when people think of granite, they generally think of kind of this mix of browns or darker colors, which is true. A lot of granites are darker, but not all granites are. And there's some very light granites too. So if you are in love with granite, it's very resistant to scratching, very durable. And if you love that, there's lots of different colors and options for you. Price point can be cheaper than quartz to more expensive than quartzite. So depending on what you pick is the price you're going to pay. Another one is soapstone. Soapstone is a natural stone. And unlike the other natural stones, it is naturally non-porous because it's so dense. It's a little bit softer, but if you get a stain or anything on it, it easily buffs out. The way you really seal it is you put mineral oil on it, and the mineral oil can change the color on it. Naturally, it's kind of this grayish, bluish color, a little lighter, deeper grayish. And as you put mineral oil on it, it becomes darker. I mean, you can pretty much make it whatever color you want within those shades. And it's not super expensive either. So if you're going for that look into it. It kind of looks a little bit like a lot of the concrete ones can look, but more natural. So I think it has a softer feel to it. The next one we're going to talk about is solid surface. Solid surface is not a natural material. It's man-made. It's pretty much a bunch of rocks that are all glued together with different resins and glues and all that stuff. So it's not heat resistant. It will melt if you put stuff on it, but it's not porous. So you can pour stuff on it. It's very easily maintained, very easy to buff out. So that's a really great thing about it. Next one is marble. And I don't know if you've seen many marble countertops in kitchens. We'll see them more in bathrooms around. It's very heat resistant, so we'll see it around fireplaces, things like that. But on the kitchen countertop, one of the downsides to it is it's very porous. And so it will soak in all of if you have lemon juice on there, it will etch right down in there and you will have a stain forever. One of the ways that we prevent this is by sealing it. If that seal is maintained and kept in good condition, you can have a marble countertop that will last over 100 years. And they are beautiful. The Carrara and the Calicata are some of my favorite different marbles. They are definitely more expensive, but there are some cheaper options as well. It's a very wide range. So if you think, oh, I can't afford marble, but I would love it in my kitchen, guys, Shay McGee did that. She knew what she was up against, and she knew how it was going to have to be maintained in her first home that she did. But it was worth it to her. And she wanted that feel in her kitchen. And so she did it. If you know, hey, I am going to leave stuff left and right all over this counter, then it's probably not the best option, right? But you know and you know what will be the best option for you. Another one that I want to talk about is porcelain. The price range isn't super bad. It's cheaper than quartz generally. So it can be on the low end of what quartz it costs. A few things I really like about it is that it's very heat resistant. It's also not porous. So it's super easy to keep clean. It's stain, scratch, chemical resistant. The next one is butcher block. The bad thing about them is that they are not heat resistant. Don't put your hot pan on it. It will just burn it. And they are very porous. I mean, it's a tree. It's going to soak up water. So they definitely need maintenance. They need to be sealed. They need to be maintained. If you're looking to cut on it a lot, you're going to have to clean it and reapply oils on it and things like that. The next one is laminate. Laminate is also sometimes called Formica. It's the cheapest option you're going to find. One really good thing I like about it is that it's not porous, but it is also not heat resistant. If you cut on it, it will leave marks and they will stay there forever. So as long as you use cutting boards on it, it's a really good option if you're needing something quickly. But overall, there's very little maintenance to it, but it does have a lower lifespan. I went and toured my parents' first home that they built probably 20 years ago. The first thing I noticed was the Formica countertops, that they were in super good condition. And it shocked me, honestly, because I didn't really believe that they could last that long. Because it was 20 years, guys. That's a long time. But it was because people had maintained them well. They didn't cut on them. They kept them clean. And really, that will keep them lasting for a long time. Another option is concrete. Concrete is not a natural material. It's a little bit more expensive than I think people would originally think. Probably more of like the quartzite price. But some really great things about it is that it is heat resistant. It's great to have outdoors. And I've seen it done really well indoors as well. There's some concrete countertop specialists that do such an incredible job. You can put different colors in it, different designs, anything you want. Very durable and will last a long time. It does need to be sealed though, because it is very porous and it will suck water into it, just like your driveway, right? Those are some countertop options. Thanks for your time today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.